They say real men don't cry. A real man doesn't break down in front of his significant other. He doesn't break down in front of his kids. He definitely doesn't break down in front of strangers. The misconception is a man is supposed to be a man 24/7, 365, never showing his true feelings, his emotions, what it is that we as men go through. We are not supposed to show it. We're not supposed to show it because we're supposed to be heroic. We are supposed to be the hero in every story written, every story thought, every story shown. We as men are not supposed to cry. At funerals, hold that in. Yeah. And when you break, men, hold that in. And I do mean when you break all the way down. When it feels like life has beaten you down to a pulp, you are supposed to hold that and keep that to yourselves until it crushes your souls. That's what the world says. Real men don't cry. Let me tell you something. Kings, let me tell you something. And we're going to have the realest conversation you've ever heard in quite some time. So I have to look at you when I talk to you. As a man, it is normal to break. You're human. It is going to happen. Every day will not be a win. I promise. The days that you wake up, the days that you give it your all and find a little more extra to give does not necessarily mean that you are going to win. And when anything negative happens, there's something that follows that. And then something that might follow that. And it just keeps piling up, right? Until you can't take it anymore. Until you've reached your level of breaking. And you're alone. You might perhaps be in the shower. You might think of everything that you've tried to do over. You've tried to do different. You've tried to do to make things better, and it didn't quite work. Be it mentally, physically, financially. It did not work in your favor. You're supposed to hold that. Let me be amongst one of many to tell you that real men do cry. You might not see it, and he might not show it, but real men do cry. And it might not be for a long time. It might be enough until we tell ourselves, King, get it together. Till you look at yourself, King, snap out of it. You're going to figure this one out. I'm going to tell you right now, if something were to ever happen to my kids where they were no longer with us before I was no longer with us, I'm breaking. That's my point. I'm breaking. Because those girls are my world. They're my everything. Everything that I've worked for, everything that I grinded for, those girls are my everything, my source, right? When I wake up in the morning and I think of a new way to hustle, a new way to get it, I'm thinking of my kids first. Because when I'm gone, and I pray that I'm gone before those girls are out of here, if life is in my favor that way, I want to make sure that I leave my girls something. I want to make sure that I've worked, not all for not, like I've worked for them. I've grinded this hard for them just so they can have a piece of something. They're like, that's what daddy left. That's what daddy left for us. Daddy took care of us, right? I'm not a perfect man by no stretch of the imagination. But let me tell you something. If something were to happen to either one of my young queens, your boy will break. Thinking about it gets me going. And I hold it together for this video because I want this message out. I want this message out more than I want much for myself at the end of the day. I want it out because men suffer too long and too often in silence. They don't talk amongst themselves, amongst ourselves. We don't talk to our significant others. We don't talk. We just do. We don't talk. We just do every single day. Robotic, if you will. We're just in a cycle. We're just in the cycle of trying to figure out another way to improve upon ourselves, to get ourselves in a better situation financially. It's just, we're like, I want to be able to work for myself, and I want to be able to plant the seed so that it can grow and I can nurture this growth, right? I can continuously make it better. And at times, you've spent years on building something from nothing, and then it crumbles years later. It crumbles. Now, some men hit the reset button, they're going to start all over again because they just do. And then some, they've spent so much, they have given so much of themselves, it crumbles before them. And the moment their empire, whatever they've built, crumbles, they crumble, they break, they fold, they cry. Real men do not cry. Who told you? Who told you that? What has you believing that men are not supposed to cry? Because we're a man? Because that's our species? So because of that, those tear ducts, they shouldn't be part of the soul, right? They shouldn't be part of the temple. Men are supposed to be the caregivers, the providers. They are supposed to make sure that everything is operating properly in life. In life. That's what we're supposed to do. And we're supposed to do it without complaints, right? We can't speak negatively about a given situation that we're supposed to be handling as a man. We cannot speak of it in a negative light. Be it our jobs, be it what it is that we're trying to build, be it our family, whatever the case may be, you handle that quietly. You reserve that. You keep that to yourself. And if by chance you do break, fix yourself. That's what many expect for you to do as a man. Fix yourself. Counseling exists for a reason. For all, not just women, for all. That includes the fellas as well, the men, the kings out there. Counseling exists for a reason. You're supposed to be able to go into one of these sessions with an individual that is on the outside now looking into your life because you are sharing your life. And they are going to help repair slowly, what has been breaking within you, what is shut down within you, what you've tried to close off because you've dealt with some things in your childhood that you do not speak about. But kings are not supposed to cry. The fellas. Do you know how strong we are when we unite, when we get together? Meeting of the minds, if you will. If you put a whole bunch of men, a group of men together in one meeting, and each has his turn to speak about life and how he is dealing with it, it's amazing what comes of that meeting. It's amazing. Thrilling, if you will. I have seen kings build from nothing. Just a mere thought of, fellas, let's get together. And it might not even be a lot, but fellas, let's just get together. Could be 3 of us, could be 5, could be 10, could be 20, could be 100. It's going to continue to grow. And when men unite, that foundation right there, when the fellas get together and unite, and it's the meeting of the minds, it's, this is what I'm going through. But then you know that you have brothers at that point that will help. And now when I say brothers, I'm not talking about black men. I'm just saying brothers, that's just how we unite, right? That's just how we connect. And they're like, listen, I see your situation. You spoke of your situation, but now I see clearly your situation. Here are the building blocks. Like, this is what I might be able to do to help you get from here to here, to leverage, right? I won't personally be able to fix everything that you have going on in your life, but we're going to take these baby steps and try to make things better in your life. See, if by chance you feel that you cannot carry everything, the burden upon your shoulders on your own, you get within groups of men who say, let me help lift that burden from your shoulders and let me help you carry this until you can get to a point where that burden is fully lifted. Let me help you carry your load. And I know that sounds crazy, so pause. But let me help carry what weighs you down, what burdens you, what holds you back from your success story. Because every single day, that's what men are doing. That's what we are doing. We are writing a very own success story, and those pages are turning one at a time. We are creating chapters in our life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Kings are not supposed to cry. But what do you do when you fully break? You're going to have a moment. You're going to have a moment, and it might not be around anyone. It's just going to be you. That's it. It's just going to be your moment. And you might cry, and you might get it together, and you are going to figure it out, and you're going to get up, and you're going to get back at it. You are going to do it. You are going to make it happen because that's just what you do. You're a champion. You're amazing at what you do. And all this is just one day at a time. You don't have to take on everything all in one day. It is one day at a time until you figure things out. And then if you have to seek a group of men that are figuring things out together, you do just that. Just know that help does exist. I just wanted to have this conversation. I want to say that real men do cry. We do break. We have our moment just like everybody else has his or her moment. We have our moments. It's going to happen. I know a lot of people just love to say it's going to get better. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to get better. Getting better just doesn't happen right away, just like that. No, it won't. It won't. It will not. If it's raining today, it might be raining tomorrow. It might be raining next week. It might be raining next month. But the sun will come. Your sunshine will come. Your day of progress will come. Things will fall in place for you. Guaranteed. It's going to happen. You just have to keep working at it. It's your main man, Daym Drops. Just wanted to have this conversation with my kings out there. Respect.